Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to get this look. It's a warm, blown out smoky eye. And this tutorial will work on any eye shape, but if you have hooded or downturned eyes, which I do have, I hope this tutorial will be especially helpful for you. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. So I've already started my base. I have my foundation, concealer, and powder on. I've also done my eyebrows, put some lip liner on, and I have some bronzer around the perimeter of the face. But I wanted to move to the eyes next because I want to make sure all of the colors on the rest of my face work with my eye look once it's finished. So I'm going to start in my brow bone with a very light, almost flesh-toned color from the Sultry palette by Anastasia. And I'm going to go into Fresh, which is basically my skin tone, and I'm going to go into the brow bone with a nice fluffy brush. And this will lay down color. It will also help with blending in a moment. Next, I'm going to go into the e.l.f. 18 Hit Wonders palette, and I'm going to go into the shade Peachy. I'm going to do a bunch of warm tones, but I don't want to go straight into a dark color. So I'm going to go into a mid-tone color and use that right underneath the color that I used under the brow bone. So next I'm going to go even darker. I'm going to take the Matte Soothe from the Tati Beauty palette, and I'm going to go even closer to the crease line. But what I want to do right now is just to create a really gradual color change. I don't want any harsh edges. And blending all of these colors together is going to help. And put my hair back just so it's not in my way. And you want to keep looking ahead to make sure that you're keeping the color where you want it to be. I don't like to bring my color down too far because not only do I have hooded eyes, but I also have downturned eyes. And if you are like me, if you bring the color down too far, it will actually make the eyes look even droopier. So I like to keep my color really high because once I connect it with the lower lash line, it's actually going to make the eye look more cat-like and upturned. So now I'm going to look straight ahead into my mirror and make sure that when my eyes are open, there's color here. If I don't bring any color up here towards my brow bone at the outer edge, when my eyes are open, I won't be able to see any color. So I want to make sure when my eyes are open and I'm looking straight ahead that I can still see color. So right now we have a lot of color going on. I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm just going to blend out the edges that I just created here so that everything looks blown out. Next, I think I'm going to move to the actual lid and I'm going to lay down color over the entire lid. And because I want to do something really warm, I'm going to take the Matte Story, again from the Tati Beauty palette, but you could go into any matte red, orange, or copper that you want for this look. So now I have this dark orange copper over my whole lid, but it's a pretty stark contrast between what I have here and what I have on my lid. So I'm going to go back to another fluffy brush. Again, I'm going to use the Anastasia brush. And I'm going to take Story and I'm going to take Soothe and I'm going to mix them together and I'm going to fluff this in the crease to help blend out any edges and to match the color better. Okay, so I've done all my blending. Now I want to do a little bit more work on the lid, and I think I'm going to start by darkening the outer corners. So go ahead and find any black matte that you want. I'm going to just stick with the Tati Beauty palette, and I'm going to use the black Memory, the matte one. And I'm going to take the other side of the Anastasia brush, and I'm going to pack the color in on the outer corner of the eye. So now I have my black just on the lid. I'm going to wait to bring any more color up into the crease because I want to try the lower lash line first. So I'm going to move there rather than playing with the lid. I'm going to take my liner brush and I'm going to start by going into a mixture of Soothe and Story. So again, you can use any matte orange or red mixed with any lighter matte brown. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the upper lid, and I'm going to take a matte black, again the same one from the Tati Beauty palette, and I'm just going to put it on the outer edge of my lower lash line. Now it's time to have some fun on the lid. I'm going to take a more sparkly satin color, and I'm going to use Story's Sequin. However, I realized that if you have this e.l.f. palette, the heat color is almost exactly the same. So you can use either color, whichever one you'd like. So I'm going to go back to a flat brush and I'm going to lay down the color not on the outside, but on the inner corner and towards the middle. So now we have an even bigger punch in the center of the lid. I'm going to go into the metallic from Story, which is this one right here, and I'm going to stick that on the inner corner, and I'm actually going to use the same brush. So everything looks nice and blended on the upper lid. I'm now going to add a little bit of the sequin and the shimmer, sequin and metallic, underneath the inner corner to the middle of my lid on the lower lash line. So I'm going to go into some glitter now. I'm going to wet my finger and then I'm going to go again into that same Story. I'm going to go into the glitter and I'm going to put that on the inner to the mid lid again. So I want to go for a really big glam factor. So I'm going to take my Tarte Seaglass and I'm just going to stick this in the inner corner and I might bring it underneath the lid as well. So here's the finished eye look with just one coat of mascara, and you could just stop here. I am going to add lashes just to amp up the volume, but I wanted to finish the face first. So I have no blush on. Because I have so many warm colors on my face, I'm going to use a very warm colored but very neutral blush. So this is a Japonesque blush. It's just a sample I got and I actually really love this. It's the Velvet Touch blush in shade 2 and I'm going to add this to my cheeks. Now I'm going to add some highlighter. So I just added some gloss to my lips. I used my Marc Jacobs Sugar Sugar. And I'm going to add some lashes and I'll be right back with the finished look. So here's the finished look. I added some lashes and I put some brown in the waterline and that was it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope it was helpful. Have a wonderful day wherever you are and I'll see you next time. Bye.